Hello, my name is Blake Patterson, and welcome to Real Values. On this week's episode, I finally discuss Barbie. When the idea of Greta Gerwig's Barbie came out, it was fair to be skeptical about where this big-budget production could lead for the talented auteur. Would it be this era's Popeye, an admittedly entertaining but flawed mess, or a well-crafted surprise based on a popular product? To the audience's benefit, Gerwig's latest feature is the latter in its incorporation and subversion of genre and stylistic conventions to create a direct statement about the modern world. By combining fantasy and reality, Gerwig takes the idyllic nature of Barbie Land through stereotypical Barbie, Margot Robbie, over an existential crisis that leads her to the real world to find her owner so that she can be perfect again. Along the way with Ryan Gosling's Ken, Gerwig creates a social satire of gender relations and how the characters extract ideas from what they consume, for better or worse. Gerwig acknowledges how consumerism derives from popular sentiments and affects one's sense of worth and existence. There are touching scenes where stereotypical Barbie finds confusion and heartbreak in a world where men mistreat women and girls and women look down on the creation of Barbie for setting unrealistic and toxic expectations for women. Despite her funny name, Gerwig and Robbie do not approach Barbie's journey and self-discovery smugly because they ground the character with genuine pathos. Even when Gosling's Ken ignorantly preaches the words of the patriarchy due to his love of horses, Gerwig also extends her humility toward the Kens by recognizing their submissive position initially and how they are human too. While Gerwig is critical of the product's unhealthy influence, the auteur cleverly recognizes how the toys are better than the original baby dolls because there is a diverse range of occupations for Barbie versus the subliminal attitude of a baby doll expecting the child to eventually accept the role of being a mother in a parody of 2001 A Space Odyssey. As an artist, Gerwig considers her obsessions without making the movie merely about those references. The set designs of Barbie Land are as vividly colorful as a Jacques Demy film, and the early Technicolor features in the Mattel building, Gerwig's choice for the boxed-in offices recalls Jacques Tati's Playtime, and the heart-shaped table of men in the conference room reminds one of Dr. Strangelove. The specific haircut for stereotypical Barbie is reminiscent of Catherine Deneuve's hairstyle in Demy's The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, and the character optimistically walking on the plastic pool alludes to Hal Ashby's being there. Gerwig builds upon these conventions to complement her ideas about the psychology and socio-political nature of her characters. Every performance meshes well within Gerwig's framework for the two separate settings because they are in character with the jest and sincerity of her vision. Robbie perfectly balances the sweetly rendered idealism of stereotypical Barbie with dramatically realized depth. It is her most refreshing performance, and Gerwig gives her room to breathe. Like Robbie, Gosling does not play Ken as a stereotype, but captures his character's limitations through wit and sincerity. From America Ferrera's delivery of a monologue concerning the struggles of being a woman to Michael Cera's most energized performance as the forgotten Alan since Scott Pilgrim, the ensemble brings lively spirit to Gerwig's overwhelming canvas. In her conception and execution of musical numbers, Gerwig directs these scenes with an enthusiasm and love for the genre one would expect from someone who has been worshipping musicals since childhood. The utilization of music about the insecure feelings of her characters recalls Whit Stillman's Damsels in Distress, where Gerwig plays a college student who believes a bar of soap and the art of tap dance can help depressed and suicidal people. The 2012 film closes with a musical number involving the male and female students at the college. While some have problems with his vocal performance in La La Land, Gosling is sublime when he sings I'm Just Ken in a zesty set piece involving the other Kens. Gosling's remix of Matchbox 20's Push is well delivered and humorously placed in Gerwig's narrative. There is a snappiness to the sensation Gerwig creates from these spectacles. If Barbie falters, it is only brief instances when the actors strain for humor in a single line. For example, some of Will Ferrell's initial lines feel forced in his portrayal until he eases into the CEO of Mattel. When Gerwig initially employs the sarcastic child in her narrative, one expects an obnoxious archetype, but Gerwig and Ariana Greenblatt find the right comic rhythm for the character. Even though it is a movie of this moment, Gerwig's Barbie would fit in with the imaginatively conceptualized comedies from Warner Brothers under the subdivision of Geffen Pictures, with features like Beetlejuice and Defending Your Life. There is as much consideration in aesthetics and theme as those films and Gerwig's obsessions. Still, Gerwig's Barbie is a modern vision of the way consumerism informs the lives of others and how to combat demagogic attitudes to establish progress through the practice and principles of democracy. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great night.